Let's have a look at lineups here.
Mm.
Skeksis. All right. Definitely some interesting things to talk about here, Zath.
Mm.
Let's have a look at the Buenos Noches lineup to start off. Coming to the dance, John the Impaler and a Conqueror. Definitely a change. Kaiser in his Ohio again. Des Moines, Stalingrad, double Nevsky. Curious. Harugamo, Kleber, and
Yep.
Daring. But Zath, I think the real interesting thing to talk about is the AYAME lineup. Talk to me about this.
So AYAME went for double Kremlin for battleships, and for cruisers, they've got two Stalingrads, a Moskva, and a Venezia. And then for destroyers, they've got Shimakaze, Killer, once again with the 12-kilometer torps, Daring, and Yu Yang,
Yu
which, of course, we
Yang.
don't necessarily know if it's smoke or radar yet.
Right. I mean, we know the Yang smoke is preferred by some teams at this level for certain strategies. Looking over their lineup, I don't see like a Doom Snail, Wooster spam with a Yu Yang smoke kind of in front of it. So it might very well be Radar Yang. We'll have to see how Livnik has set up his ship.
Yep, both are viable.
Yes, very much so. A little part of me, Zath, wants to bust out a little bit of the Soviet anthem, right? Looking over the BN lineup there. There's a lot of Stalinium in that lineup, Zath.
Well, yes, but North is one of those maps you've got. You need to just point the bow at the enemy and then hold, and
Yes.
that's what we are seeing here with a lot of these cruiser picks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean,
Whereas Buenos Noches is opting for the opposites instead of bow in static. They're mobile.
well, and the Nevskys are great kiters with the range. They're wiggly. You angle them right, and they hold up decently under a lot of long range fire, as long as you keep them angled because they're fairly narrow. And they've got great reload speed. The trick is with those 180 millimeter guns, they don't pen as many things as you might wish. So
Initial spot on time to metal. Look at all these shovels coming in. Oh, they were ready for him.
Holy bejesus.
They were ready for him.
Look at that. Do you remember we saw some of this in King of the Sea, the International, I think. Maybe it was International. Might have been the North American time. But there was one of the teams that tried that, right? The early Kleber into this, and he just got absolutely wrecked on his way into this position.
Yeah. So the thing, guys, is that means Time to Metal doesn't have the hit points to really stick around. And I don't even know if he's going to be able to get C. Killer's coming in, and he's going to stop that progress, and
Yep.
Time to Metal is just going to be trapped.
Now, Metal's going to pick up the cat before he gets
Nope.
there. No, he's not. With a
Nope.
split second left, Killer steps onto the edge. And Time to Metal has decided, nope, it is time to go. He's going to get spotted very briefly. Let's see all the shells that'll come in. I'm sure Kingsman. Yep, here comes the Moskva shells. Killer's going to smoke up.
Some of it did not clear the island. So that's going to allow Time to Metal to get out of here. I think
Yep.
that was a slight mistake smoking up there, but...
No, I don't think so, because Killer doesn't have the HP to give up. And there's no radar to spot him on that flank. He doesn't necessarily know that, but it's actually, I like the smoke because it either forces them to burn a radar, or in this instance, what it tells them is there's not one there at all.
Roger that. Okay. I mean, he was within radar range of Kingsman, but not for much longer. So I was just thinking, chip away as much of that hit points as possible.
Now,
But I can understand the fear.
you can see what being using the Harugamo for here in a very aggressive push down the two line, backed up by both Nevskys. I remember talking to Sneaky back on day one, Zath. You remember him talking about the Harugamo with the smoke mod, and I think the legendary mod, unique mod, can get just a massively long smoke screen, and that's what we're seeing here along the A cap here.
Yep, Siren is forced to make Inky now. He doesn't want any more of this.
Nope, doesn't want to get farmed out by
Radar.
the Nevskys. There's the Yang
Yu
radar
Yang's
going.
radar.
Oh, this could be very, very bad for Livnik.
This is going to be fatal, guys.
He's gonna have to deal with at least 80 seconds of Russian radar, if not more, between the Daring, the Harugamo, and Double Nevsky. He is in trouble.
He opened up as well.
Yeah.
So even if the radar ends,
Well, but I
here
mean,
comes the radar.
He's within range of both Nevskys already.
What I'm getting at, though, is that there's going to be, like, no delay, right, in
Yeah,
spotting. Like
yeah,
he'll be spotted for 20 seconds because of
yeah,
that bloom. And
yeah,
he's on fire too,
yeah.
so
An early mistake, a bad choice of positioning, and some bad timing gets Livnik killed here. Being up a ship, 5 minutes gone in game 2.
yep. And we're seeing the results of a very mobile force versus a less so. But
Indeed.
time to metal is down as well. So I mean, even though technically Buenos Noches is
Now,
up a destroyer,
Ayame has
eh,
Ayame has chosen a really interesting strategy. I've never seen this. Look at this push up the 9 line.
mhm,
Both
mhm.
Kremlins backed by a Stalingrad. We almost never see both battleships together in King of the Sea. The whole point of it is you look for battleships the way you play Stalingrad. You look for angles. You're trying to generate those long shots, right? And cross
Yep,
shots. Um,
yep.
and Ayame has basically just flaunting all of that quote unquote accepted knowledge. As we see the Conqueror starting to respond in anger here, dumping HE onto the deck of Nekomata in the lead.
The hard thing is when you have both battleships in one spot, you allow the other flank to completely run roughshod over things. But if you look at it, Buenos Noches has also pulled both of their battleships to essentially the same
They
place too.
have, yeah, they have. They've realized, I think, that they need this. They need this health pool to try and slow this push. But I think you're also seeing, I mean, look at that hit, that 10 or 14k hit there from the Conqueror HE onto Nekomata's deck, right? Like you're seeing the value of the Conqueror, like why they've brought a Conqueror here.
Frankly, I'm surprised we haven't seen so much Conqueror spam as now. Oh God, Kaiser Kraken's got a beautiful broadside in Nekomata,
Mm.
and it
Solid
looked like
hit.
it would be worse.
Solid hit, but not catastrophic, about 10k. Nekomata responding, but Kaiser got angled there. Let's see what those shells do. Yeah, 7, 8k. Not
Not great, not
catastrophic.
terrible.
Not great, not terrible. 3.6 Ronkin. Now, Kaiser is also in a bit of trouble himself because he can't really turn, right? He's got a Stalingrad in front of him. He's got a Kremlin off to his starboard side. But Akira's also in trouble because John the Pickle Stalin is in a great position as
Oh, killer!
great killer bags the Des Moines north of B. That is a huge kill.
Absolutely, yeah. Some
Beautiful torps.
great torp salvos. Yep.
Indeed. Ayame up on caps here. Definitely making a play of it here in game 2. But these guys are going to lose Nico. Like, he can't turn. If nothing else, the Conqueror is going to simply burn him out. It's only a matter of time. As Akira starts... Yes. John's position is now slapping Akira around pretty hard.
Mm-hmm.
Being able to salvage Captain Kelvin's Kremlin out of the sea cap, but they are going to lose Nico. Nico's trying to get cover behind this island and at least keep the Conqueror off his back, but here comes the Ohio salvo that very well may end his game.
Here it comes.
And it does.
Oh, it
effectively,
does.
It effectively does.
That was I don't know. I don't know why you wouldn't just hit the S key in reverse.
Yeah. I mean, he had no... The trick is, it wouldn't have mattered, right? He had nowhere to hide.
Mm-hmm.
Nowhere to hide.
Reimu coming under sustained fire.
Yep.
He's forced to play peekaboo games, but
Yep.
look at Ganser's Derek.
Ganser's
Convenient
fine.
gap.
He's fine.
That's right. He's got that hydro up that lasts forever.
Ayame up about 100 points still, despite being down a ship. Both teams fairly even on HP. But I feel like Ayame's position at sea is absolutely untenable, Zath.
No, they went all in at sea, and they're going to die in sea.
I mean, Akira's going to die to this salvo or the next one if he doesn't change his angle. Yeah, look at that.
Yep.
He's just absolutely getting wrecked by John the Pickles Stalingrad.
If you're going to go for the flank, you have to win the flank.
Yeah.
They went for the flank, and they didn't win the flank.
Doesn't look like they're going to win this flank. In fact, Akira's slowing down, which I feel like is a mistake because here comes another salvo. Yep.
Whack.
He needed to keep moving to keep his vulnerable bits covered by the island. Failing to do that, John wipes him out.
Yeah.
Kaiser Kraken's Ohio very low north of C, but still on the board. He's
on fire, looks like.
Yeah, a bit of a mistake there. Ayame putting up both radars to find Sangheli's daring in the B cap, so Reimu's radar is offline when it doesn't need to be. They just needed to call for one, so little miscommunication there. Ooh, Kremlin salvo going in on Jason. Oh, this could be bad. And it is bad.
And it is.
It's very bad for BN. That gets back a ship kill that AYAME needed, but AYAME has not traded well. I'd say they're down on health, but balance-wise, It's actually about even. The difference is right now is that BN has both their battleships still on the board.
Yeah, Buenos Noches I would say has more workable HP at this point.
They do.
Siberian Dog, though, is going to smoke up Zapata.
Siberian doing great work with the Harugamo fancy smoke over there with all his mods. Ganser about to make a mistake. Looks like he might ground himself. He does. Can they see him? They cannot.
No. He's fine.
In fact,
there's no radar in the area.
In fact, right now, Kelvin is the only ship that Buenos Noches can see. But we talked about the Conqueror pick. Look what John's about to do to poor Captain Kelvin.
Oh, we're watching.
Oh, that actually wasn't as big a hit as I was expecting. Did he get fire out of it?
Well, the superstructure is already saturated, so it's not going to do as much damage as you would expect right off the bat.
Fire everywhere, and not a drop to put it out. Sangheli looking at conga line torps. I wonder if he has he's got his sonar up, I think. Ganser doing good work just pushing him off the cap. Slowly working out to a 200-point lead for AYAME. Kelvin over here cruiser hunting, looking for this Nevsky. They can see him. Great Killer has moved far enough north to see around the smoke screen.
Yep.
This is a big engagement here. Kelvin needs to secure this kill. And AYAME cannot afford to lose any more ships, but it might not be up to them. Kingsman is now going to get pushed by the Ohio and the Stalingrad that have a huge advantage in health and firepower on him.
Right. But you've got Siren Gaming coming in. He's just putting up his plane. He might try to get some of his SAP in there. Oh, Raymu takes a big hit from someone.
The SAP could be decisive on John the Pickle's Stalingrad.
Yep, here it comes.
Yeah, let's see. Falling in now. That salvo wasn't it. Needs more.
Ohio salvo on Raymu.
Not enough. Bouncing most of them, but they're pushing him back again.
That rock simply isn't big enough to hold a Stalingrad, though.
No, it really isn't. He's just got too many angles he can get shot at from back there. John the Impaler throwing shells at him now. I think John's going to bag him. Yep.
Yep.
That ridiculous...
Conqueror cares not for your angle.
Conqueror does not care about your angle or your armor, sir. You will take full HE pins and like it. Being up 2 ships here. AYAME's lead shrinking.
Killer in trouble.
Yeah, they've got Great Killer pinned. It looks like he grounded himself in here while he's under radar or something. Or Hydro? I can't tell.
It's got to be radar. There's no Hydro.
Yeah, it must have been Nevsky's radar. Yeah. It must
Zapata,
have been.
yeah.
Yep, Zapata's radar must have caught him over there. Gave up a good chunk of his HP. BN making a comeback, as they always seem to. Down 120 points, but up 2 ships and a cap here. 7 minutes to play in game 2.
It's been a tale of anchors and propellers.
Look at poor Kaiser Kraken's Ohio. He'd built back up to about 50k HP, but he's not there now. He's getting quite low here, trying to get some cover from Kingsman's Moskva.
I was going to comment on this before when you said both of them are going down. I felt like Kaiser Kraken should have continued going south or John the Pickle, one of the two, so you can open up a cross angle. Now, you're exactly right. Both of them are in the same spot, and they just get farmed out of oblivion.
Yeah.
Or out of existence,
Kaiser's going to burn out in seconds. He can't stop it now. There he goes. AYAME bags a kill they desperately needed. Puts them up over 900 points as Kingsman is back into sea. And so now John the Pickle left with the unenviable job of having to hold back the flood tide. AYAME
and in a 1v1 situation, Moskva will win at the DPM trade, but now they're about similar health-wise.
Yeah.
So
BN having none of it. You can see John the Impaler and Sangheli's Daring getting ready to push right into the B cap. They're going to have Kelvin's broadside when they do.
Yep, everybody's focusing Kelvin now.
Yep.
John the Impaler as well. I think they're trying to hold him.
I was going to say up over 950 points. AYAME closing in on a win, but it's not a done deal yet. 60 seconds, but BN is about to drive into the B cap. With the loss of the Stalingrad, there is no radar to fist Heli out of that cap now.
Time to metal coming under fire as Ganser is being fished for.
But if they can kill... Oh, they've pushed John back off the cap. Now 15 seconds, things are ticking up.
Oh, it's going to be quicker than that. Yep, that's the win.
Who would they kill? I missed it. I was turning back to look.
They got time to metal.
Did they? Because he'd been on 4,000 HP for a while.
Yeah, they got time to metal at the end there. He went in with the French radar trying to find
the French radar
and get the kill. And that French radar did not work for him because somebody was spotting him.
Well, AYAME claiming game 2 here, evening the series at a game apiece. Excellent. Excellent.
What a match.
Well done to both teams, but AYAME claims it.